Hello, punters, and welcome to the Leg Up Australia, your number one racing podcast on Apple iTunes. The boys are back. BJ has returned. How are you, mate? How was your spell?
That's good.
Just a little one. It's like Shelby's. Like a little Shelby 66 spell.
I know what was going on there, Blake.
We know.
Paris Dior.
Willinga Beast.
I got that exactly right. That's just, the result went the other way.
How
did you feel when you took the 360 and you could have got $5 on Betfair?
Yeah.
No, mate, I took...
idiot.
I took the SPG price on Bet365, so I was happy enough to get $4.
Odds Drift Protector.
We're talking about that. Last time you were sitting next to me.
Good product.
Very good product. So we've got heaps to go through tonight, including You Cannot Be Serious. We've got overs and unders are back, which I like how you did it last week. You kind of picked apart those favs across the race cards, and you were spot on with
all of them.
All of them, I think.
No, I don't know.
No, you weren't. I think one wasn't. One went out. I can't remember.
I might have got one wrong. I have been wrong once in the past.
Yeah. Maybe. So, Blake Book Files, $100 strategy, over and unders. We will. Well, look, that's it, though. It's the end of the Autumn Carnival. We head to racing heads south for a little bit.
It never stops. We go to Scone. We've got
Tamworth Cup tomorrow.
Scone, Tamworth Cup. We've got all these qualifiers for the big dance, the $2 million race.
Absolutely.
So if you run 1-2 in any of these cup races, you're into the big dance, which is a $2 million race.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
How's the big dance over?
I think it's over a mile.
Okay, nice. At Randwick?
I would think so. I'm not Randwick or Rose Hill, but
it's in Sydney.
It's in Sydney.
It's in New South Wales, 100%.
What about how fresh you two are looking?
The kid.
You've yin and yanged it.
No, he's got the pistachio. He needs to be wearing the tan.
Oh, you should
We're
have
still going to put these on the site because we get asked about these like literally every day.
The black ones?
For all of them.
Did you get more black in?
Yeah.
You've got lots of black, yeah.
The black
You're wearing a new blackie, aren't you?
Oh, this is a new old one. It's fresh to death, though.
The big dance will be run at Randwick.
Just exactly what you said, Blake.
On the first Tuesday in November.
Oh, yes.
Something else on that
It's
day.
Cup Day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Musselbrook Cup.
BVL just. Yeah, we'll run a big race
Just a
that
1-2.
day too.
1-2. And we'll run late for you.
Yeah.
Shots
Keep them in the
fired,
barriers.
so
Hold on the barriers.
Pushes the Melbourne Cup onto Sky 2.
5 minutes to the cup. 2:55.
You've got we've got Group 3 racing in Morfordville. We've got some really good listed races up in Brisbane. There's some absolute beauties in Melbourne this week. So we've got plenty to go through. And like I said, the Autumn Carnival comes to a close. We saw some fantastic racing across some horrific tracks. I don't know if we've ever had an autumn this wet.
Never. No way.
No, definitely not. We're talking about having annual years of rainfall across that single period in Sydney and up here as well in Queensland. But boys, I want to ask you both, did you have an autumn hero, something that stood out over the period? There's actually a lot to choose from, but what was your standout? Paddy, you start. What do you like?
I think for what was quite a lackluster build-up in that 2-year-old crop that came through this season, the fact that Fireburn stood up and won the slipper by a decent margin after copping massive interference and then coming out and winning the sires, and then there was the massive build-up to the Champagne, thinking that she might get the Triple Crown. I thought that was the highlight of the carnival, because I think it breathed life into the 2-year-old season.
Yeah, which hadn't been touted as a great crop of 2-year-olds.
Yeah, but now you've got She's Extreme coming out and Fireburn, and like Fireburn's nearly won the Triple Crown, which is massive.
I wish we saw that on the weekend, as much as we've been huge fans of She's Extreme, and definitely the wrong time to jump off. But I do wish we saw a bit of history on the weekend.
But wasn't it a funny way for it to end, though, that She's Extreme beat Fireburn after Brenton Abdullah had done the waving Tommy Berry on the start before, saying, come on, come with me.
But there's two standouts in the crop of 2-year-olds, obviously.
This time he couldn't catch him.
I actually think Tommy made a mistake. In the sires. Like, I looked at the race from the sires and I thought, geez, you made a mistake there, Tom. But I just didn't think that she'd be able to hold her out over a mile. But like Tommy in the size, she was traveling so well and Tommy just sat on her over the rise and Brenton was off the bit. I reckon in the size, and that's what Tommy did in the Champagne. He got on his bike and he got that little break on her, which was enough to hold her off. I think if he does that in the size, I don't know if she holds her off, but the margin's not as great.
Wasn't it just a brilliant bit of theatre to end the carnival too? It was
Was there any gear from Tommy?
No, there's not. There wasn't time.
He didn't catch up.
No, as he passed the post.
As he passed the post. Yeah, he threw his arm out to shake hands and he goes, said, get on with it.
Gotcha.
Boom, the group won. And then Anthony Cummings goes, I was talking about this race, not the last one. Sucked in.
Tricked us all.
What about you, Blakey?
Nash for me. Two of the greatest
Autumn
rides.
Star.
Two of the greatest rides you'll see.
Kamatari
and Think It Over. He goes to the outside fence. And then just hold my smoke. I'll show you one better.
Yeah. What about it? Does go to show that, punching a whole bunch of durries, it doesn't affect your riding.
It actually positively enhances your riding.
Yeah. He did say that his hero was Tommy Radonicus, who just loved to durry himself. And, you just punch him back and there's no problems. And then I hear Canberra is deep into a few durries and he went down the outside fence at Oakbank the other day too.
What did you think about the ride, the Kementari ride? Do you think it was safe? Would you say safe?
Oh, depending if you backed it or you didn't back it. I think I'll go into that.
That purely talks through his pocket.
I would say safe. I would say that was safe. Like, I very rarely can you cause interference from behind a horse, and obviously he was going better. So for that horse to take that run and for Nash to take it as well, he must have thought he was safe, like, because he's not going to go for that run if he's a chance of coming down.
Well, I knew it was a little bit unsafe because I saw him drop his cigarette, which he never really does. And I don't know if he did it out of fear or it was the check that he was from hitting the inside rail. But
he butted it first though, and then put it down
on the rail.
That's what he said. He said, I ashed outside the outside rail last week, so I thought I'd ash on the inside rail this week. But I don't know, mate. Do you know what? If they both come down, you wouldn't say it was safe. And technically, with what he did, there's a reason he got a month for it, and that's to say that it was a naughty boy.
Month of stiff.
I have a feeling we might hear more about Kementari in tonight's episode. A lot. Totsu, I thought was fantastic. Shelby 66.
Totsu can't get it though. Can't get because he was only there for one moment.
Group one moment. There's a lot of. You can take a lot out of it.
Sam,
he's very judgmental.
Actually, that's not true. That's not true. It's not true.
You're right.
He won an Australian Guineas and then he won a Derby.
Yeah.
So I was just taking in the Sydney part of it.
Oh, okay.
Are we talking about the collective of both? Or
I think so. I think you can't talk about what is the Sydney three meetings.
That's the championships.
But is that the champions two meetings? But what's if you say the Sydney Autumn Carnival?
I think Sydney Autumn Carnival is when you talk about the autumn, you think about Sydney, and then when you think about the spring, you think about Melbourne.
Yeah, okay. You're looking at like that. Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's a lot of ways to look at it. Does Shelby 66, does that fall in the category of being an autumn hero?
Oh,
you're a bit of a Shelby 66, aren't you? You just turn up every weekend, ready to go.
Man, I need no break. No break. I'm good. Eighth up.
Hates a spell.
Oh, I love a spell, to be honest. I'd love one now.
You boys going to the track this weekend? I'll come for a run.
Do we get to present the trophy this weekend?
Yeah, so we've going to the track. We've got the leg up handicap cup. We haven't got the trophy, mate.
Have you got your best gear out yet? Got your bow tie and that?
Yeah. What do we? Is it a full bag of fruit?
I'm gonna wear a bag of fruit.
Yeah, tails, everything.
I got a brand newy too, a nice expensive one to run.
You must be going all right.
Did you?
Yeah, going real well.
Back in a few winners.
that very elegant multi.
I bought a brand new, beautiful blue suit
on
for a black tie event, and then I got to the black tie event. like the day of, and I'm like, oh, it's a black tie event. So I just whacked a bow tie on, wore a blue suit. So yeah, it's ready for the races. It hasn't even had its full whack yet. So do we? They've given us the best race. Have you noticed this? It's
No,
the
what
1,200 meters. It's a class 3.
The class 3 is
It's
the best
a-
race on the day.
You know we're going to the Gold Coast, don't you?
Oh, so you got the highway. You got the Gold Coast Highway.
It's the tie turning. It's and then the last race is the Michael Costa farewell for charity. Huh?
Blake, can you ensure that you get a camera on Woodhead while the last race, as the horses run across the finish line last race? It'll be tears. Goodbye, Costa. We love you. We're gonna miss you.
We're gonna get a Costa tattoo.
We'll do that.
I'll tell you what, though, I backed the right trainer. Who's got good taste? Me and the Sheik. We like our man. We know.
Which Sheik is it?
It's
Al
Maktoum.
Al Maktoum.
Can you do his accent?
No, we don't do accents on this show. We do impersonations.
We did get nearly the highest class race.
What is the highest class race?
Well, I think the 68 would probably be.
Oh, that is the race. But ours is a better race.
Yeah, it's a good race. Yeah,
It's a very good race.
happy with that.
Should we go? Can we go through it at some point? I haven't looked at any of it. We'll have a little pull apart. Right now, let's get into You Cannot Be Serious.
Be serious! That ball was on the line. Shot flew up.
Over the weekend, I cannot believe You Cannot Be Serious, Kementari. This horse cannot root. It cannot win whenever I back it. And it chooses the weekend to not only win, but give Nash his tying ride of the year and bullock through a gap that wasn't there. I can't believe that this horse was able to win on the weekend after Straight Aaron went down, Fibre went down, and then we're all launching into Big Parade, trying to get it all back, taking the short odds, and bloody Kementari, who just cannot win, turns around and beats us. I did say
can win.
I did say,
It wasn't just Kementari. He did run third.
what, Big Parade? Oh,
Yeah.
because he shit himself. Mate, when he come up the inside, he said, "Oh, nah, not doing that. That's dangerous, Nash. I'm pulling back here."
So you confirm or deny you launched Big Parade?
Had to launch Big Parade. 3 favourites. The odds of 3 favourites going down the road. Blake, talk to me. What are they?
You mustn't have listened to overs or unders because I said
I know. That was
big,
I'm telling you, you got it right.
big lay, big lay.
Big Parade, big
Lay means bet, doesn't it?
lay all your money in front of the bookie for them.
Lay my money down
But
on the
he
ground
said-
for them to take.
Pat did say
He
that
did say-
Mark Newham said that she's flying.
Frank Laurel, yeah,
Newnham said flying.
Flying.
absolutely.
Flying.
Do you know what? I am off that Blake now.
You know what?
Finally,
Don't answer his calls. Now, I actually screenshotted some group chat on the weekend because your cousin Pat, who has a segment on another show called
Little Birdie TV.
Little Birdie TV. That's not what it's called. It's called Bet Doctor or something.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good show. It's a good show. I mean, it's not as good as ours,
Mugs
obviously.
Moral.
They
I
do
don't
their
actually
best.
listen to it, but
So-
I do listen to Mugs Moral every week. It was
So-
Big Parade. He was upset.
So he had I did the screenshot of it. So he wore a cow.
The best part of Mugs Moral last week is that it's sponsored by Top Sport, and he says, "Big Parade, $1.60 with Top Sport. Shop around." You might get better.
You'll get better.
Well, mate, I wasn't even a massive fan of Big Parade on the weekend. I was just saying that 2 favourites go down. The odds are surely in your favour now that a favourite wins.
I don't know if this will go, but he was wearing a cow, like a cow coloured. What is that what you say? Cow?
Yeah, that's a cowboy. Cowboy hat.
Cow coloured cowboy hat. And we said, Pat, if Big Parade loses, you have to wear that hat. And no, we just said you have to wear that hat, and you're right, only if Kementari wins. And then straight under this, it's lucky you put Creadiris in there because you said if Creadiris wins, I'll give up the punt altogether. So you've been close to having a 6-month break. Creadiris wasn't close though.
We'll get him the hat.
We'll get that hat. That 100% they sell them on the Gold Coast.
Definitely.
Surfers. We're on Surf Paradise.
Next time we're
again.
all together, you can
Nah,
wear the hat.
Mug single use on his hats. He'll give me that hat. He's only got one use in him.
We need to get him a leg up hat. He does love a hat.
He's probably wearing it to the Tamworth Country Music Festival this weekend.
Is Mug going to the Cup All Up Country Music
I'm
Festival?
just guessing because he got that hat.
Oh,
And you know what?
Yeah,
easy
this makes sense.
easy to spot the people that back Kementari too, because they're all about what a ride, Nash. Geez, that was a great ride. Wasn't dangerous. He was just hitting the gaps and blah 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 blah. Please,
You vomited when he
He
said
got a
that
month.
he had Kementari on top.
that's like saying it's a safe head high tackle.
I actually think I had Counted Ruby second too.
Oh.
Parade third.
Oh.
So
I actually, if count
pick the eyes out of that.
Here
So
we go.
you cannot be serious. Kementari.
Yeah, I will pour that lemon ocean spray on its head.
Lemon.
Imagine if
lemon
Kementari
lemon
shows up
flavour.
Brought to you each and every week by Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice. The winner of the You Cannot Be Serious Dead Set Donkey Brains of the Year gets a crate.
If Kementari ever ends up in the English digital sales, we're going to buy him.
Oh, yeah.
Racing in our
Yeah.
colours.
And race him. Just ride him around the warehouse here.
Yep. Put him in the camper.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Appreciate that, Paddy. So we have a fair few amount of feature races to get through. We are lacking Group 1 options this week, but that's okay. We don't need them every week, you know.
No.
So we have a Group 3 down at Morfordville. It's It's the Irwin Stakes. Where are we?
This is one of Pat's other horses in the blue jacket.
Oh, that's true, actually. Firstly, you're a huge fan of the RN Irwin Stakes at Morfordville, 1,100 metres. This is race 6 we're talking about, guys. Group 3, one of your all-time favourites is the favourite, Trekking, our original anti-club horse. It was the anti-Trekking club.
The ATC.
So, Trekking is currently $3.20. They've still got Swats that in the market at $3.60.
Well, he's not scratched.
I'm
So-
sure it will go to Melbourne.
Troy said that he would. I thought he came out this morning and made it fairly clear, but Swats that still $3.60. 425 you'll get with Boom Bet, for instance, Celebrity. $8 Bella Vella. It's a small field. Dexalation, $13. Outlaws Revenge, $13. Shimano, $34. Pat, obviously you're with Trekking here.
Still part of the anti-trekking club.
Okay.
Did we get those t-shirts made?
No, we actually had a lot of people want those t-shirts made, the anti-Trekking club. We might still do it.
We should just get an in-house designer and we'll get a new shirt made up every week.
We just need a printer. We need about 25 grand. We'll just buy like a laser printer. Not like a
So you don't
laser.
screen print, you don't dip the thing out in the thing and then screen
Oh,
print.
yeah. I don't
We've
think
got
they
a
do
black
that.
room here. We do that.
So the paint sets on our shirts. We can't do that with QR codes, baby.
Mate, I'm away from trekking. It's over the hill. There's no way. Sure. Last win was almost 2 years ago. I'm going with the track specialist, distance specialist, everything specialist, instant celebrity. I think it's a great price at $4.25 too. There'll probably be deductions when Swats that comes out, but yeah, this horse loves a track. It's a specialist. Get on.
Instant celebrity. Zach Spain.
There is not a lot of depth in this race.
No, it's not. Is there anything, just while we're down here in Adelaide, is there any other race we want to have a quick look at?
Yeah, I think the 8th is a good race.
It's a little bit lucid tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because we are
It's
we
a
are
listed
finding
race.
the featured races.
It's a real good race actually.
The Redelva Stakes, race A, 1,100 metres, listed, 170K prize money. What do we got here?
107,000 for a black type race. That's just an ordinary race at Randwick. It's a highway.
How do you pronounce that? Is it Bacchanalia?
Bacchanalia, yeah.
Bacchanalia is $4. Hersey, $6. I Am Me, $7.50. Manhattan Times, $8.50. Champagne Dreams, $9. Oh, Magic Max. What a name.
Yeah, I think he's got a good home too. I like this race and I could possibly have a bet on Saturday. I think Heresy's the best horse in the race. I have no doubt about that. She's down there for the Robert Sangster, but she's gone 1,400 metres back to 1,200 metres and now back to 1,100 metres. She was one of the best on the day at Randwick on that heavy night. She's gone 2 heavy track runs to a good surface here, more than likely anyway. I just think she's probably going to get back too far. She'll be running on. She'll be in the finish, but I couldn't have her. Manhattan Times is flying. He's a really nice horse on the up, got a really good turn of foot, but he draws 1 and he's going to get back on the fence. So he's going to need a touch of luck. I'm going to have something best of the best on your horse, Magic Max.
Magic Max, go Maxi boy.
He was outstanding winning at this track and distance first up, best last 200 metres of the day, and he had his head on his chest. And then he went to a fast race at Caulfield behind Scissor Step, and he was really well supported, $6.50 into $4.40. And he probably should have won. He got squeezed out at 1,000, and then he was held up until inside the last furlong, and he had the best last 200 metres of the day. I think he settles in front of Manhattan Times, and he's going to be really hard to hold out. The other one worth mentioning is I Am Me. She's a really good filly from the Mara Eustace stable, but she needs to find about 4 or 5 lengths. But can she do that? Yes, she can, because she's right on the up. But at about $9, are we having something on Magic Max, best of the best?
Me too. Magic Max.
Who's the Sydney commentator?
Darren Flindell.
There's a bit of Darren Flindell about that I Am Me. Can she do it?
Yes, she can.
Chautauqua. Yes.
Flindell's really calling well at the moment. There was a horse called, like, he's just pulling little things out.
Oh.
Like you can pull apart his calls. Like the
Democracy.
Democracy Manifest. But he did it again. He did it like the simple one was like Shervo was in. Like, remember Shervo?
Yeah. Runner, huge penis. Yep.
Yes.
Just want to give context. It's a podcast.
He was like Shervo, bronze medal for Shervo.
Oh.
Yeah, just a little.
Look, how would he do that? He would go through those races and go, oh, Shervo's a good name if he runs third.
If he runs 1, 2, or 3, he'll be like on the
He'll be in
podium.
the medals. Yeah, okay.
Medals, yeah.
Wonder how many go missing.
Oh, there'd be
Like
a lot.
he'd have 5 there and
Probably got a database.
Oh, Shervo.
In his
yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
Should I go through it?
Yes.
Yes.
Say, Darren was out and about at Magic Millions, wasn't he?
He was. We saw him at the Loose Moose.
He was on the drink, partying.
He was on the source one night when we saw him.
Well,
Hey.
He wasn't calling. He was on holidays, I would suggest.
Good. Imagine that's your gig. Just doing form and calling races, and then you go on holidays to just go and look at an auction where they just are calling horses.
Yeah, haven't you seen that Sky ad? Where he's like, I've always done this job. Now I just get paid for it.
Oh, all right, Darren. Calm down. Say something less cheesy. He would have had a heap of them in the bank too.
Oh, he had that.
Cheesy shit to say. Okay, so we found a few in Adelaide. I like Magic Max. I don't like Instant Celebrity. I don't know about that race. That's a bit of a stinker.
Well, he's just potted you, Pat.
No, I don't know. It's just that race. I just think it's
not
a stay
sure.
away.
He doesn't know it.
Pat knows.
You didn't
obviously.
convince him. You weren't convincing, Pat. Can you be a bit more convincing next time?
I'm going backtracking. Anything in Melbourne?
Melbourne's a good meeting.
So let's talk about that. So that race that we said that Swatstat was going to be in Adelaide, the Group 3. Troy Corsons came out and said, unless they get a deluge of rain Thursday night in Melbourne, which, Pat, you crossed the weather at the moment.
No, mate, there's going to be no rain down there.
So they're going to keep Swatstat in there. What's the prize money?
116,000. Oh no!
The only reason the rain would
that's
come.
going to be a rich race.
The only reason the rain would come
is
if it's going to watch Shelby 66.
Shelby 66. Yeah.
I did look at the.
Send the horse off. We want to watch.
What's the rain doing here? I'd see to watch Shelby 66.
I think it's going to be a good track there.
What do they got at the moment? Soft 5. But it doesn't look like there's a lot of rain. But I really like Swatstat in that race. It is a very, very good
What
horse.
race are we talking about?
Oh, it's Caulfield Race 7, the Spendthrift Australia Vobis Gold Sprint, 1,200 metres. So it's
I like something different.
Highest rated horse in this race by
$250,000.
2 points, and it's the lowest weighed at 55 kilos.
Where do you get the ratings from?
Just
That's
there.
rating.
Yeah.
Is that the handicap rating?
What? Say so.
What do you like in this race, Pat?
He's like, who do you like, Pat?
I like the horse that we said when it ran into the Black Caviar Lightning Stakes that all the other horses would have been looking at it saying, what are you doing here?
And he like it. It's a stablemate of Swats that too.
Yeah, now I like it. What they say about it? You seem to listen to the radio. Troy said this.
Well, Troy, when he was
Big T-Bone.
T-Dog, he said, look, no chance. What else are we talking about anyway, Pat? What's the name of it?
The Astrologist.
Oh, you've got that wrong 10 times pre-show.
No way.
Oh, so
Never.
what's that? I really like the Astronomer in that race. Okay, well, that's not a horse.
I think it's awesome. I think the Astrologist will beat them here.
$4.80 currently with Player. I'll tell you what, the bookies that support us, Boom Bet and Player, they have got the best prices across here at the moment. They're doing really well. If you do want to make an account with either of those bookies, click the link in the description of any of this, wherever you're looking at this, on YouTube, Facebook, in the podcast app. Make sure you join them. They are a good 2 sets of very good Aussie bookies.
My wife joined them the other day and they matched her first $100.
Did they?
They did. So
what did Kayla have a bet on?
she wanted to have a bet. She wanted to have a bet on the Roosters.
Great.
So I told her she was wasting her money and she could have had the bet with me, but she didn't want to take her money.
What day was she going to have the bet with you?
She said you
Was
had
he gonna
shit
give it to you?
prices.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Blake bet.
She said Blake bet.
Why are you on my laptop today?
They are the handicap. They are the handicap rating. So yes, Swats that is very well in under the set weights and penalties conditions of this race.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but the Astrologist comes out of that nice straight race that Rockin' Horse, the 1,000-to-1 thing won. September Unsin's come out and won out of that.
So does Swats that.
So Swats that came third in that race, didn't
Fifth. She
she?
did.
Some of that sentence may be right. Lucky Blake's there to pull
Fuck
you
me,
up.
lucky Blake.
Lucky Blake's there to pull you into line, bro.
Sorry, I didn't know what horse we're talking about.
We're talking about Swats that, and
He came third in that race.
Fifth.
Fifth.
We have to put a disclaimer on this this podcast so that like things might not be correct.
People do get upset, especially if we say the wrong.
You get messaged about that because somebody will back Swats that because they think they ran third. She ran third last time.
Oh, I don't think it was
did. So
they
you
can
have
do
to pay
that.
them back.
What's that hasn't had a win, has it? What has it won?
She's won 3 races from 15.
Yeah,
What
but
does the Astrologist won?
it hasn't had a win after that straight race.
No, she hasn't.
Thank you. It hasn't won in over a year, would it?
Oh, okay.
You might be. Oh, you might be talking about the male version of it.
What's him?
So what's this?
Okay, let's move on.
Nah, let's stay on this race.
No, Blake, we're staying here. I know you want to get home and watch the footy in 3.5 hours.
Blake comes into the podcast 20 minutes late and then starts cracking. Come on, boys, let's get started. Come on. Manly playing 4 hours.
It's going to be a good game too. The Cronulla, Manly.
Actually, JT, our analyst, reckons it's the game of the round and
It is the game.
it's the best value to bet in.
Imagine if
So if you're not a member, if you're not in members only, you're missing out on NRL tips.
Show everyone your dry cleaning on the screen, Blake. You showed us before the show that the jersey, shorts, socks, full kit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you had to bring it here.
Yeah, I picked it up just from the dry
Watching it
cleaning.
at home.
Get changed.
Is there anything else? Was there another race you guys want to look at in Melbourne?
No.
What did you like in that, Blake? So what's that?
No interest in that.
He
race.
likes no horses in that race.
No interest. What number's that?
Is that a boy or a girl?
I'll take Shelby because he's been good to me. in the past.
Go, Shelby. Oh, the rain's here to watch Shelby.
Anything in Sydney? Let's have a look at this listed race in Brisbane. What is it? It's the Mick Dittman Plate, isn't it?
The Mick Dittman Plate, yeah, it's a good race.
Is it the right race I'm talking
What was
about?
Mick Dittman's nickname, Blakey?
The Enforcer.
Enforcer.
It's the Enforcer. Where's he? He lives in Hong Kong now, doesn't he, Mick Dittman?
Luke
Maybe it's
Dittman's
on the
riding
Gold
in the
Coast.
race on Saturday.
Are you sure? I think Luke Dittman is riding in his father's race.
Yeah, he's on Shakiro.
What a horse Shakiro is. Race 7, 1,110 metres. Our current favourite is Prince of Boom. That was also we got into after it had the throat surgery. $3, Ingratiating $5.50, Alpine Edge $8.10, Startantes at $9. The rest double figure odds, including Shakiro that you mentioned. I like Prince of Boom. Did you mention Startantes? That's a good. That could be a good bet here as well.
It's probably short of her best, but I thought Ingratiating would be favourite here. He ran okay behind Moravi in the Oakley Plate. He's at a tick over trial since. For mine, he's clearly the best sprinter in the race, and $5.50. Yeah,
I remember tipping that horse in a Blue Diamond. I think back in the day.
You'd be right. He ran second in a Blue Diamond to Artorias, who's going to.
Geez, that's not bad form for a listed race in Brisbane.
Going to England to run in the Golden Jubilee and the July Cup.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's great.
Jamie Spencer booked to ride.
Who's Jamie Spencer?
So English.
you're right, Jamie Spencer.
Jamie?
What's
I only know 2 English jockeys. Is Jamie Spencer any good?
Yeah.
Good jockey.
He's great
Well, you have to be pretty good to be riding at Royal Ascot.
Well, I mean, anyone could get a ride there. I'd say it's English racing, isn't it? There's a lot of races, big fields. They'd have to go deep into their ranks.
Could probably tell you how the Artorias run will go. Oh, ran on well. Nearly got there. Ran on well.
He's a good horse.
Good horse. Good.
I don't know whether he's deserving of a trip to England, but we'll see.
We'll see. You got any say in this race?
In this race here?
Yeah, in Brizzy.
Hey, he was going to do the form for the July Cup.
Nah, no interest. Number 9.
In this race, or the one in England?
Yeah, hang on. I'm just doing the Golden Jubilee form. Yep, Artorias 3 seconds under standard time.
Okay. Let's. We want to roll into these into these $100 strategy, but quickly, let's go to the Blake book. All right, BJ, the Blake book is back. What have you got for us? We had +4s go around last week. A little unlucky.
No, he was okay. He's a bit green, and he'll go for a spell. He'll come back a really nice horse. But this week we're going to put a horse trained by Mitchell Friedman in the Black Book. His name is Safe Secret. He was off 361 days. He was well supported to win. He was $1.75, so well in the red. It was only in maiden company, but he sat 3 deep without cover. Ridden like the best horse in the race, and he exploded at the 400. Best sectional between the 4 and the 2, and the 2 and the winning post of the day. I think he's a horse that we can follow. He's got more to come. They ran fast time, and he's going to go on and win better races. So from the Mitchell Friedman stable, Safe Secret.
Gee, you're down south a lot these days, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm a little bit down south.
You're finding them down. Well, the tracks are drying up now.
The tracks are pretty ordinary in Sydney, so it's hard to find one that goes through the roof on heavy 10 surfaces.
Safe Secret. Whack that straight in your Black book.
In the Black Book, and whatever price they go up next start, it'll be too big.
You know what? In a couple of weeks' time, we'll be saying, open your Leg Up app, add this into your Black Book, or just follow the Blake
Book.
Follow the Blake Book on there. So if you do follow it, essentially what we're working on right now, and will be in the first release, is that you should be able to get push notifications. So next time Safe Secret is running, bang, you have a Black Book runner coming up.
What's this? Safe Secret.
Oh, Safe Secret. What price is it?
I'll take it. Blake said whatever price.
It's
it's too great.
This stuff's for free.
It's $1.20. Jump in.
Load up. Oh, is that what you lay? Lay all your money down for the bookies to grab?
Lay it down for them.
Lay it. Oh, I'm going to lay that horse. Okay, beautiful. Let's get into the $100 strategies. No more waiting. Let's do it. We bit of a strip out last week.
We need to get back on track, Pat.
Can we get
wait,
some,
before we talk
can we get
about,
some
before we do the
totals?
100 strategy, what about that race at Cascadia, mate? Far out. How's the form out of the Donny?
Form out of the Donny is very good. He drew a couple of. Oh, I was disappointed in myself for. I think we put 3 horses in the quaddy, and he was one of them, and he wins, and I don't have a dime on him, which is annoying, but it's okay.
Opening old wounds for BJ after a tough weekend.
Yeah,
I feel like I could have had something on Cascadian and didn't.
I definitely could have.
You messaged me because we didn't take a quote. We would 100% had Cascadian, and I said, no chance.
I was just pesting you.
You were
late in the
pestering.
day. He said we should have had our quaddy today, and I said, I probably would have had Cascadian straight out.
No, I said I'm glad we didn't have a quaddy today.
And what was the other one? I said some other 30-1 thing.
Fucking
I would have
30-1
took
thing, 100%. I backed it its last start.
I would have took it straight out in that league.
Pestering me. Let's get $100 strategies. Come on. What's the totals? Have you got our totals?
Yeah, I've got
there?
the totals. Pat is sitting at plus 443. Well done, Pat. And I'm sitting plus 950. So we've both given back a couple of $100 in the last couple of weeks. So
Today is where it turns around.
Yes.
BJ, kick us off. Keep going. What do you got?
Okay.
$100 strategy.
Right. So I don't know. This horse is.
No, I don't know.
Oh, well, I was going to say he was a Frank Worrell, but he's very hard to beat.
Oh,
Caulfield race 4.
that means moral.
Okay.
I've got to get a pen. I got a pen.
Yeah, we're having this before it goes. Before the episode goes out.
Race 4, number 2, Grand Slam. Jamie Carr in the saddle.
Written it directly on my computer.
I think he starts odds on. He's currently about $2.70, and he's actually second favourite. The favourite is Ain't No Deal Done, who's a nice horse, but he comes out of a couple of slow races. This horse comes out of a really fast race behind Ponders. He was 1,400 metres to 2,000 metres, set a really strong speed, and he just had a couple run past him late. Third up last preparation, he went absolutely through the roof at Moonee Valley. He won the Alistair Clark by 6 or 7 lengths, beating Young Werther. So he's third up, 1.25 miles. Pondus has failed since, but he's been absolutely truckloaded in both runs since. This horse has been given 35 days to get over it, and he'll take up the running from 10, and they just will not see which way he goes. So I'm going to be having $40 on him. And then I'm going to the next race, race 5. This horse is going to be seriously hard to beat. There's only one thing that probably beats this horse, and it's bad luck. So race 5, number 4, Scissor Step. Thought he went outstanding first up. Beat a horse by the name of Magic Max, who goes around in Adelaide on Saturday. But he was very good before the spell, chasing home Generation. Form out of that race is really good. And then he produced best of the day last 400 metres when winning. That was a really confident ride by Lane. Stays at the same track and distance, draws 1. If he can hold a spot, that would be ideal. That's the only concern. The only concern with him is that he draws 1 and he might run into trouble, but I think that he is trending well on the way up, and this is grand final day for him. This preparation. And then I'm going
to have it on Scissor Step.
So I'm having 40 on each run.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have 20 on the double.
Okay, 20 on the double.
Yeah. Because I was going to have 20 on La Chevalier in Sydney, but she's a dual acceptor. So they haven't decided where they're going to go with her. So I'll have 20 on the double.
Have you got a price on the double? We haven't got prices there. It's okay.
Yeah, no, that's easy because we got 270 and 360. So I'll just work that out. Is 999.
999. Give him 10.
Give me 10.
Yeah,
round it up.
No, because last week we both took in the Congo. Somehow you took a better price than me.
Oh, yeah, because I put it out before you.
No, you didn't.
You two up there read each other's bloody homework.
No, you didn't. If you go back and have a look at last week's stories, I don't think you can do that. He got 550. I got 480.
Well, you do that.
You do it.
What do you mean I do it?
Don't you do the? You do the.
No, you do the little written thing.
Oh, that's because I put yours on TikTok later than mine.
Oh.
And the price of
Oh, so you've lost the price.
I can't fudge it. They call me
lost
out
it.
on TikTok.
Do they ever? Fuck TikTok. I know we keep talking about TikTok, but for any sane-minded people, don't go on TikTok.
No, don't go.
I've got to say,
or
I
if you're on
didn't
TikTok,
check after.
Don't read the comments.
I didn't
They
check
are
after last week's
horrific.
$100. Last week's $100 strategy today, Amorous.
TikTok actually did an update where you actually get to choose what you want to see.
I got to
Like-
see.
What do you mean? So
So,
what kind of comments? So
like
if
if
anyone
you
calls
go
you a
on Tik-
fucking idiot and stuff like that, you don't have to see that.
No, so if you click,
That's some of the better
we'll
ones.
talk about this at a later time. But
Okay.
they've done an update and it makes it a lot more user friendly.
Can we turn the commenting off?
We can, but
I got to say,
then your reach goes down.
I convinced Bjorn's media manager to put him on TikTok, and at one point I was his only follower. One follower.
Yeah, I promise you, and I've done a little bit of research on this just because of the pure abuse we got on TikTok.
Yeah, I want to see.
There's a it makes you feel sick.
We got
Does it?
14,000 followers.
We have 14,000 followers and we have
13,000 of them are nasty.
more.
Can't we read our best TikTok comment out each week?
I did mine in the car last week coming back from an Easter lunch. So obviously I'd had a few. The kids were in the back base, like, you got to chuck the video up. So I thought, oh shit, I'll do it now. I haven't got a chance to do it. Kids were sleeping back perfect. I had someone saying that I was driving and recording, saying I was a drunk with the kids in the car. What side's your steering wheel on?
Well, he's right.
I wasn't drink driving. Don't be ridiculous. Don't look at him.
Don't look at him.
Don't look
Do
at
your
him.
$100 strategy.
Blake's got to go.
Gee, are you right, Blake? Are you right to hang around?
There's a reason why no big companies are on TikTok.
No.
Because it is just abusive.
All big companies are on TikTok.
No, they're not.
Can we not read out?
Sportsbet, Ladbrokes, TAB. Everyone in our realm is not in there.
Well, they're slow.
And us and Bjorn Baker Racing.
Yeah, Bjorn's on there.
All right, buddy.
Oh,
give us
one
your
follower,
strategy.
me. Okay, going to Sydney.
Mhm.
Sydney race 7, number 1. It's me. It's the Kosciuszko winner that we waited so long to come back, and just wanted to replicate that form again and come out and just flog this field. So I'll be taking that $7.50 about it. I do understand that it's there's a little bit of hope there, but if it can hit its potential, if it can go on that trajectory that we thought it was going to go on, then I think that's a good $50 bet at $7.50, pending what price. What price can you get for me, Woodhead?
Okay, let me have a look. So you're taking $50 at $7.50.
Yeah, like I do understand that Andermatt came out and beat Dragonstone, who's also in the race by 6 lengths last start at Canterbury, and that was a bottomless heavy track. I don't know. I'm thinking that it might fine up a little bit. The track might firm up a little bit more than a heavy 7, heavy 8 this weekend.
They actually called the races off after that Andermatt race.
Did they?
They did.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you $7.60. That's the best price you can get in Australia right now. And of course, that's with our good friends Boombet. Told you, they're going good.
Yeah, right.
None of this is a plug either. You can check it at the time. What is it? 4:57 Thursday Harbour.
Space Boy runs them along. It's me to swamp them in the end. 50 at $7.60. Do they do that just to be the best price?
Probably.
Probably.
$50 at $7.60. Where's your other 50 going? Big boy.
Going back to that race in Melbourne where you and Blake were once again looking at each other's homework. Oh, no, Blake said he had no tip in it. And then took Shelby 66.
Told me everything I said was wrong and then took Shelby 66.
Yeah. For reasons spoken about before, I'll be having 50 a win on the astrologist at what price are we looking at there, Woodhead?
$4.80 with play up. Told you.
$4.80 with play up.
Nice.
And that's me, two $50 bets, mate. And you know what? I'm feeling very confident about the astrologist too.
That's good. That's good
I'm
for
also
you.
feeling confident
About
my $100 strategy.
we done something to you here, Blake?
No.
Hurry up. We're gonna
Hurry.
Hurry.
Feeling good.
Can I say my $100 strategy again?
No what?
Just to lengthen it out.
Oh, don't, mate. You're sending bonkers. Okay, let's get into overs and unders for this week.
Yep. Let's kick off with Randwick race 6.
100% leaving that in. Blake makes so many mistakes. It's unbelievable.
Let's kick off with Randwick race 6, number 3, Quintello. 225 is the best available. That's with our friends at Boom Bet. I think this mare has to get out in the market. Just because she went very well first up. I actually black booked her first up from that win at Mornington. She went very well, but her best, it goes close enough to winning. It goes close to winning this race, but I can't get it to 225. It's her first go on a very rain affected track. That's a good 4 at Mornington. So she now tackles a very rain affected Randwick. We don't know really how the fence is going to be playing because the rail's out. I don't know where they get to at Randwick on Saturday. I don't know where they get to that outside Nash lane or the fence is good because it's gone to, I think, 11 metres now. Last week we were at 8 metres and 3 metres off the fence last week was an absolute no-go zone. But fence in the run was the place to be. So I think they have to take her on. First go in Sydney. She did strike a heavy 8 on debut, but that effort doesn't measure up here. So I think the bookies will definitely have to take her on. And then we'll move to race 7. This is Andermatt. Best price available is $1.90. I think he will start shorter than that. He went outstanding first up, beating Dragonstone. The races were called off after that race. It was very, very, very heavy surface. I think J-Mac has some options from barrier 5, and I have him pegged as a future black type, at least group winner. So I think he'll be winning on Saturday. Randwick race 8, Dire Meal, $2.50 about him at the moment. That's the best available. I think he gets out in the market. He was 1,200 to, I think, 1,500 metres last start, and he was outstanding when winning, but he draws wide. And as I said, we don't know how the track's going to be playing. I don't know whether it's going to be fence in run or if it's going to be outside fence. If a few are getting to the outside fence, then he might be firm enough in the market. But if they're playing up and in, I don't know where he gets to, and I think the market will definitely be against him.
Can I ask you about a horse in that race?
Yeah, of course.
Will it start overs or unders? Ting Tong.
Ting Tong, what price is it currently?
It's $22.
$22. It'll stay relatively firm, I would suggest.
That's a name, isn't it?
Ting Tong.
Ting Tong. I think Diamond gets out. I think the one that the money will come for if they run it here is La Chevrolet. $6 available about her. She was through a very fast race first up, and then second up she stayed at 1,400 metres, and she was just about to get warm when she got chopped out. Third up last preparation, she came to Sydney on a very heavy surface and she went outstanding. And then fourth up on another heavy surface in Sydney, she panelled them and was well supported. So I think the money comes for her if they decide to come to Sydney, and she has options from barrier 5. And then, as I said, Caulfield race 4 Grand Slam. He'll be the best back runner on Saturday. I think he starts odds on $2.60 available about him at the moment. As I said, through a very fast race, and third up last preparation, he went like an absolute jet. And then Caulfield race 9 Extreme
I'm pretty
Warrior.
interested in this one. This would be close to being, apparently this is the best back so far in Melbourne, Extreme Warrior.
He'll be off the map as well. I think he starts odds on. Even money's the best price about him. He started a firm favourite in a Coolmore Stakes, won by Home Affairs, and previous to that, he went like an absolute superstar. So his trials have been good, and I think he is a very nice horse.
Overs and unders. And so Ting Tong will stick.
Just
Hover.
Your ting
Don't
tong
rush into it.
Your ting tong will stay firm.
We didn't pull away the leg. We didn't pull apart the leg up cup. We have to have a tip. Each of us tip something in the leg up cup.
Let's go.
Okay.
Do you know Extreme Warrior? I remember being on it after being on Home Affairs in the Everest, switching in the Coolmore to Extreme Warrior, and I feel like I'm going to try and get some back with it. Even money price
You
there.
should try to get some back.
Really? What kind of figures are we talking about that you need to load into a $2 shop to get back?
You don't worry about that, mate.
Yeah, give us a range. Is it under 4 figures or over 4 figures?
Heavy.
Heavy 10.
Yeah, heavy 10.
Like,
I will be laying my money on it.
okay, guys, it's time for the inaugural Gold Coast Race 8, 1,200 metres, the Leg Up Australia podcast Class 3 Handicap Cup.
Is it really the Class 3 Handicap Cup?
There's no prices out.
We have no prices. We've got a couple of great horses in here. We've got Bad Barista. I think that's had a run up in City of Brisbane. La Heroes with Angela Jones, the apprentice, on board. Dixon Bay with the sex machine, sex on legs. Jag, Gutham and Chester. Tickler with Wiggo on board. Alatar, Locklamon, Chilliwack, Alconi, Daring Man, Contessa, Willinga Panache. Do you reckon that's any relation to Willinga Beast?
I wouldn't think so.
I think it would be.
Oh, brother.
Tit ration? Titeration?
You know, the Leg Up Cup is the only name that got the that is on RaceNet.
Oh, really?
All the rest of them have just,
I mean, good for us, but
Fast,
typical of RaceNet.
the Leg Up
Half-assing
Class
it.
3. What, mate? It's great for the Leg Up.
Yeah, I said that, but still, RaceNet half. If you are a RaceNet user, just hold on to your spectacles.
Also, can you give me a login so I can read Richie Callender's article?
That is the only thing worth paying for on that thing. But he'll write for us soon. What have we got here? Hold on, let me have a look.
The Leg Up Cup.
Happy birthday.
I'll take Contessa for reasons I don't know.
For reasons unknown.
Chris Wilder.
For reasons unknown. Going up to Gold Coast, it reminded me. What about the Shane Warne, the Warney horse winning through the week? Well,
no, and the Callow, he did the knock, didn't he?
he did the bowl.
Oh, he spun it over, yeah.
Yeah. Sacred something. It was
That's classy from Callow.
yeah.
King Callow.
Old SFB. He wasn't there to stop that win happening this time.
Who's he going out with again?
Stephanie Thornton,
Oh, yeah, my mate.
your other favourite.
My mate. I'm going
What's
to
she
go.
on this? I'm tipping you.
I'm going to change my tip.
Okay. See, he started millisecond of form. He's in.
I'm going to change my tip to Loch Lomond.
Oh, the old Sean McCormick riding for Chris Lees.
Mate, I'm going to be on the Callow thing.
You have to be on.
Al Coney. Callow, if you're listening, which you probably aren't.
He is. Remember when he called us to hold an emergency episode because he wanted to spray the stewards or let some, wasn't it some sort of controversial?
That was one that was never going to make it to the end.
Some scandal that would have buried him.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I don't know. I'm going to do my form though for this race.
Yeah, but give us something now. Maybe these ones we're saying right now can be the ones for the multiples.
Yeah,
I'm taking Loch Lomond. I'm locked in.
Oh, you're locked in.
Yeah, locked in on Loch Lomond.
I'm going La Heroes.
Okay.
La Heroes with the apprentice on board.
Reasons unknown.
Reasons unknown, but that's all my selections though. Thank you, boys. BJ, good to have you back. Glad it didn't feel right last week without someone over my shoulder correcting me, breathing down my throat. So I'm glad you're back. Paddy, thanks, mate. I know you had a very, very busy day. You both had a very busy day, so I appreciate you guys making the time. And we are so close to the launch of this app. We're going to start giving app updates from the episodes going forward. You guys are going to be blown away with what we are able to do and what we can kind of present to you guys for free. So, Paddy, we're going to miss you this weekend at the event up here at the Gold Coast. We're taking 5 lucky members. If you're not a part of members only, you should be, because we've got 5 guys come and hit the drink with BJ. Oh, wait till they see this grog monster get on it.
Oh, look at the big grog hallway. It wasn't very nice that you kicked me out to put a member in. It was,
they
very
pay.
unfair.
They pay.
He's
They
right.
pay. They pay.
He's right.
All right. Good luck this weekend. Hooroo, punters.
Later.
See you, boys.